Alright, boys. Doing this one while driving. We're busy, so can't really record a standard studio quality show. So, anywho, welcome to another episode of Shot of Whiskey Live. Didn't have any whiskey. Driving, as you can see.
Is he like 1-3 now? From first to last!
We were aggressive in the trade market. We got ourselves some stellar players. Baby, can I get my drink? Let me get a little sip.
About to go do some fishing. I'm gonna catch me a big old marlin over there in that pond in the neighborhood. How are you supposed to get big time points when your quarterback doesn't hand the ball off to your window?
Sam here for a shot of whiskey news with a microphone that is definitely plugged in.
Appreciate the almost weekly videos by our great commissioner. I don't really understand why it takes you all the way till Sunday freaking morning to post the video.
3-time champion. I'm usually pretty humble, but I am the king.
All right, we got a great week here. We got a great show ahead. Let's just kick it off. We're gonna go with the game that no one cares about. This week, we got the championship game. Nobody cares about it. You know why? Because nobody is in it but the two teams. But the two teams that, are in it. So why would anyone care about it? However, what we do have a little segment from the two teams that are in it. So, take it away, Corey and Will.
12 months earlier.
All right, bro. I've been dominating this league for a long time. You have been too. We need to change this.
Do you have any suggestions?
I don't know.
8 teams? No.
Go down to 8?
No, that'd make it worse.
Maybe we should go to 12 teams.
12?
12 teams?
Okay, so
we'd have to bring somebody on. we need competition.
But how good a competition?
I got this guy. His name is Jobin. Jobin Johnson. Really fucking good at fantasy.
I think that's too good. Hold on.
Too good? All right, maybe somebody a little more mediocre. Not quite as good. Chaz Perry.
Yes.
He'll make good videos, but won't win the championship for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna hit him up. Okay, so we need to bring one, maybe 2 more people.
We'll probably need 2 more, because
Okay.
Miami Dolphins is fading. We got to replace that guy.
He doesn't even know what football is.
Maybe we
He
could
plays
bring
soccer.
somebody else on that's just he'll try real hard, but then fade at the end.
What does that sound like?
Mark! We could bring Mark on.
Oh my god!
Holy shit, man!
And he kind of looks like you, so
A little bit. Let's bring him on then. I'm about that.
Okay.
Hey, you quiet down over there.
we're talking business.
Okay?
Present day.
Just like we drew it up, bro. I knew it. Right at the end, they think they'd have all the fucking hope.
And
They
look,
thought they were going to win it.
look, you called it
I did.
for this Mark guy.
Mark, Chaz, JJ, all of them. Even Bryant thought he was going to come back in this league, but
Even Mark had a little bit of hope going into last night. Just a fucking
love
shit
it.
his pants.
I played all my worst players on purpose just to get
Jalen Waddle was on your bench, dude. What a great setup.
Well, maybe next year for him.
Maybe
Not
we should
according
go
to the plan.
14
Not according to the
teams or
plan.
something like that.
I don't know what it's going to take, but they'll never beat
We
us.
can't get the waiver wire pickups anymore.
Speaking of which, it's you and I this week, huh? I just want you to know, fuck you, bro.
Fuck you, dude.
No, fuck you,
Fuck
man.
you.
I'm
You're
gonna
a
fucking
piece
beat
of
your ass.
fucking
Fuck
shit.
you, fucking.
Alrighty, Corey and Will, thank you for that excellent piece of work. It's very artistic, creative, funny, smart, amusing, asshole-ish, whatever you want to call it. But stellar. Nice work, guys. Good luck. Now, we're going to go on to the game of the week. This week, we got the game of the week is going to be the championship game between King Dinglings and Tickle My Pickles. I'm not going to pick this one. I have no idea who's going to win it. Will has... It's a little bit. He's not having Henry this week, who promised to deliver a trophy a few weeks back, if you remember, when Henry gave that press conference. However, I don't know. He had picked up Stevenson, but Stevenson might be in the doghouse. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it'll come down to Monday night between those Bungles and those Bills. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now, we got a little message from Mark, owner of Unsolicited Deck Picks.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain, my friend.
My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, and that I'm certain. How we doing, boys? It was a good run. Came to an end. And so, I'll state my case about this 2022 season. And I'll tell you my prediction for next year at the end of this. But it's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed the fun and the jokes. It's been good. I'm glad we did this. Congratulations to King Dingling for the win. Please, God, I don't want to hear chug it all off season. Please win this coming week. I would greatly appreciate that. But now let's get down to my case for why I should have been the champ and why I will be next year. I'll start with a pick I made in the initial draft, Cordero Patterson. Seems like nothing. Top 5 running back the year before I joined the league. Started the year hot. First 4 weeks, top 8 running back. Then he goes and tears a ligament in his knee and was never the same. Missed 4 weeks. Came back, shared with 5 other running backs on the Atlanta Falcons. So that kind of ended that run there. My number 1 draft pick, Breece Hall, had 10% of the snap count, sharing with Michael Carter, who looked to be the starter. Yes, that rhymes. And all of a sudden, he starts to take over. I believe it was week 4, he starts to break out. Week 5, he's the lead back, and I'm rolling. I'm thinking first round draft pick, that's my boy. Week 7, torn ACL. Dream is over. But we keep pushing forward, you know what I'm saying? I get D-Hop in a trade, thinking, man, I just got me a stud wide receiver. But I got to wait 6 weeks. I get him back on week 7. He immediately starts producing the way I prayed for. I'm living large. D-Hop and Kyler Murray together. I'm looking good now. I'm starting to catch a little steam. I have Kyler Murray that I traded for. Kyler loses every freaking receiver all year long. Gets D-Hop back in week 7. There's some signs of hope. Kyler's starting to put up some fantasy points. He's doing okay. I'm still waiting for Hollywood Brown to come back off injury. I'm waiting for his tight end to come back off injury. Everybody, the whole dang squad is hurt. And then he gets every receiver back on week 14. I'm like, yes, right before the playoffs. Let's go. Torn ACL, out for the year. Thank you, Kyler. Appreciate it. I hope you're playing Call of Duty right now. Yeah. Let's go. Tyler Lockett, top 10 wide receiver. I trade for him to make a final push into the playoffs. I got to enjoy him for about 2-3 weeks. Breaks a finger right before the deep run in the playoffs. Thank you, Tyler, for that. Who else am I missing? Christian Watson, my 3rd round draft pick. I told you guys, he might be the star receiver of this draft class. Well, that star receiver did absolutely nothing for 9 weeks. He was on my bench, injured in and out of games, maybe 1 or 2 catches at best. And then he exploded. And he gave me 8 touchdowns in like 5 weeks or 4 weeks, averaging 2 touchdowns a game. I mean, he was crushing it. He's hurt again, so yeah. Tyreek Hill. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought I had made the final move. Unfortunately for me, as soon as I traded for him, he had a blow-up week. I was like, yes. The very next week, his quarterback seizes on the field. Concussion, out. Well, that was the first of 3 concussions that his quarterback would receive. And Tyreek is still Tyreek, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't help when he doesn't have a QB, you know what I'm saying? Dalton Schultz, picked him up in the initial draft. I thought, I got me a star, top 5 tight end. He's going to make a difference. Week 1, gets 9 targets, 13-something fantasy points against Tampa's stingy defense. I'm like, yes. I was at the game. Dak breaks his finger, out for 6 weeks. Dalton Schultz misses 4 weeks of injuries. Gets Cooper Rush to throw him like 1 ball. Garbage. So I missed about half the season with him. He's doing fine now, I suppose. It was a tough year, guys, but made a lot of moves. Set the team up for success next year. I don't regret a thing. I didn't win yet. But we're going to see what happens next year. For now, Happy New Year. Enjoy the playoffs. I'm praying for all of you to have a good season next year, but not as good as mine. Have a good one.
Thank you, Mark. That was very, very well done. Very, very well done. Appreciate it. And now, I know you've all been waiting for this moment, but our yearly awards. Okay, we're going to start off with the first award, which we can't really do this award every year because it doesn't always happen. But this one will be the GM Rookie of the Year. 3 finalists are going to be Blue Ballers, Michael Michaels, and Unsolicited Deck Picks. Now, so it's tricky. Not that tricky. I'm going to say the winner was Unsolicited Dak Picks. They made it to the semifinals. Brand new team. They started off fresh. We'll see what happens for their future. I mean, they do have a little bit of an older roster, but they did acquire some young guys along the way, so we'll see. But that's not about the future. It's about this year. I'd say Mark and Unsolicited Dax won GM Rookie of the Year. Now, our next award. This one's a new award that I just invented right now as I was thinking about awards. And it's called the GM that looks most like a celebrity award. This is what I'm going to say. Our 3 finalists is Jaeger Bombs, John, looks most like Michael B. Jordan, as you can see here in the picture. We got JD from Big Red, team injured all the time, disappointed, whatever he's calling his name nowadays. Looks most like Napoleon Dynamite, as you can see here. And third option is Corey of Tickle My Pickles. I can't remember the dude's name, but he looks like this guy. Now, I know what you're all saying. Jaeger Bomb should win because they look most like, you know, Michael B. Jordan. But I think this one, Corey from Tickle My Pickles, takes it. They, yeah, I think they are the guys. GM of the Year. So the GM of the Year award, there's a few teams that could be the GM. I'm going to say the 3 finalists are going to be Team Michael Michaels. The other one will be Unsolicited Dak Picks and Poop Deck. Now, Michael Michaels had a pretty decent team, but they did take over a team that finished 3rd last season. They made some improvements, almost made the playoffs, kind of fell apart at the end. Unsolicited Dak Picks, I mean, I think most people assumed they would make the playoffs with the roster they had. Not sure if we assumed they'd make the semis, but they did. They did well. Poop Deck was a team last year that did make the playoffs. I don't think anyone expected them to make the playoffs this year. And they did. They came on strong at the end. Couldn't quite get it done in the first round, but I'd say it's very tough between them. But I'm going to go with Poop Deck as the GM of the year. Definitely exceeded expectations, and they have a promising future in this league. All right, boys. Good luck to the 2 teams in the finals. May both of your teams suck and have the worst finals performance ever, so that everyone else playing would be like, damn, we could have beat you guys. No, I'm just joking. Good luck, Corey, Will, Schlazbachers. We'll see you guys on the flippity flop, and we don't really need to do power rankings. Pretty much know the draft order, so at the end of the show, I might flash the draft order up so you know. But yeah, all right. Until next week or next year or sometime in the middle. Not sure what we'll do again. We'll see. Peace.